Hello and welcome to Healing Womanhood. This is the final instalment in our Overcoming Self-Sabotage series. So we have looked at some times when you've self-sabotaged, we have connected with our inner protector, we've connected with our inner child, and today we are going to be looking at some compassion for ourselves. So particularly for our future selves, because there's nothing to say that we do this work and our inner protector will never pop up to self-sabotage us again. Our healing route is not a straight line. It goes back and forwards and sometimes things might go wrong. So today we're going to look at some compassion for ourselves if and when that happens. And if you're watching on Patreon, we're then going to move on to connecting with our inner protector, connecting with all of those inner parts of ourselves that we've met this month. We're just going to tune in, welcome them in, send them some love, and just consolidate that idea that we're on the same team, that all parts of us are on the same team. If you're not watching on Patreon, the link is in the description and you can go over there for deeper videos, longer videos that go deeper into the healing. So if you haven't tapped with me before, this video is going to make a lot more sense in the context of the previous videos, but if you do want to just crack on with it, all you need to do is tap where I'm tapping and repeat what I'm saying. So even though there's a risk that my days of self-sabotage might not be over, that's okay. And I'm okay. And I'm ready to be really gentle with myself now. Even though a part of me is putting a lot of pressure to not self-sabotage again, that's okay. And I'm okay. And I choose to love and accept all of myself now. Even though I might have some worry that all of this work hasn't worked, if I ever self-sabotage again, I accept that I feel that way. And I love and accept all of me anyway. All of this worry and all of this pressure, this pressure to do things perfectly, and this worry that I might self-sabotage again, I accept that I have those feelings. And I accept that I want to be free of these patterns. And that's why I have those feelings. Because I just want a life free from self-sabotage. And that's okay. I'm recognizing now that I've done some really good work in that direction. And I'm also recognizing that I'd like to be kind to myself. My path of healing might not go in a straight line. And I'm ready to be kind and accepting of that now. There might be times in my future where I feel like I'm going backwards. And that's completely okay. And maybe it might feel frustrating. And that's okay too. The most important thing is just to keep going. Even if I sometimes feel that I'm going in the wrong direction. And I'm ready to remind myself that I can return to these videos each and every time that something goes wrong. I'm allowing myself that now. Allowing myself the opportunity to continue this work. Allowing myself to recognize that there's no end point. This is an ongoing journey. So even though I'm putting this pressure on myself to end self-sabotage for good, I'm ready to also be kind to myself. I'm ready to acknowledge that I'm always doing my best. And that is good enough. And I am good enough. And no mistake that I make is going to be the end of the world. Whatever happens and whatever the consequences, I trust that I can deal with them in compassionate and gentle ways. I'm ready to be kind to myself now. I'm ready to feel compassion. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to do my best, which is all I'm ever doing anyway. Releasing all of this worry about whether these patterns are over. And choosing to view any future mistakes as more information. Learning more about myself each time this happens. And I wonder if I could even change my wording around this. Maybe self-sabotage isn't a very gentle term. Maybe there are different words I could use to describe those times in my life. Maybe just taking a wrong turn, or making a mistake, or any wording that feels good to me. And I'm ready to recognize everything that I've gained by working on these patterns. I know so much more about myself now. I have so much understanding of how I work and what I'm afraid of. And I'm ready to use that knowledge to make life better. Feeling so positive and so free. Embracing the future. Embracing all of myself. Every decision that I've ever made. And every decision that I ever will make. I'm choosing to find love and acceptance for all of them. Because that's exactly what I deserve. Showing myself kindness and compassion. Feeling into the freedom and excitement. Embracing my wonderful future now. And take a deep breath. So as we said at the beginning, that makes a lot more sense in the context of the work that we've already done. So if you haven't done the previous videos, please do just go back and have a look at those. There's some really good deep work there for breaking old patterns, for understanding your inner protector, and just for finding life much more beautiful and much more free. If you're watching on the Patreon membership, we're now going to tap on connecting with our inner protector, connecting with our inner child, making peace with all of the parts of our internal family and spending some time with them, just connecting and becoming a team, because this is the way to healing, is to bring love to each and every part of you, the inner protector being one of the most difficult. So if you're on the Patreon membership, we'll do that now. If you are watching the short version of this video, the link for the Patreon membership is in the description, and it is well worth a look. We do some really good deep work there, and you'll get some really, really big shifts, which I'm sure you will on the YouTube channel as well, but even deeper on the Patreon membership. And if not, I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.